Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, September 11. In Squiz Kids Today, keeping kids safe from social media, a Brazilian border collie sports star, a sweet summer's ahead, and Bluey's big ratings. That's what's making news kid style.
The Lowdown.
Over here at Squiz Kids, you might have noticed we talk a bit about social media, the good, the bad, and everything between. It's all about getting you ready for when you finally have a smartphone in your hands. But it turns out the government is also thinking about it. There's a new push to ban kids from using platforms like Instagram and TikTok because of concerns around addiction and harm, similar to how vapes and alcohol are regulated. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says this is all about keeping kids safe and helping them stay connected with real life experiences like playing sport or hanging out with their families. He is also looking at a national rule to make sure everyone follows the same guidelines. They're still figuring out the details because it's important that social media companies don't end up collecting even more of our personal information. It's all about balance. And now some sad news. James Earl Jones, the actor behind the voice of Mufasa in The Lion King and Darth Vader in Star Wars, has died at age 93. As a child, James had a stutter, but with voice training, he became one of the most famous voices in the world. Known for his kindness and grace, he also appeared on The Simpsons and Sesame Street. What an amazing legacy.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed on the beach in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where a very special dog is taking on humans in an exciting sport called foot volley. Foot volley, it's like a game of keepy-uppy crossed with beach volleyball, but with a twist, no hands or arms allowed. Players use their feet, chest and head to keep the ball off the ground and over the net. It's a tricky sport, but one that Flocky, a 3-year-old border collie, has mastered. Flocky leaps and uses his snout to volley the ball and even sneaks in some surprise points when opponents least expect it. Flocky's owner, Gustavo, is a foot volley coach, but he never trained Flocky for this. Flocky started playing on his own. And now, with hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and TikTok, Flocky is a furry sports star. He's really giving the humans a run for their money. I've stuck a link to some photos and video of Flocky in action in the episode notes. Dogs beating humans? That's a bit rough, if you ask me. Get it? Rough, rough. Not funny? Maybe next time.
Food, glorious food.
Okay, let's try again. What's bright orange, shows up at Christmas time, and leaves a sticky mess behind? No, it's not a suntanned elf who fell in a bowl of jelly. It's mangoes, of course. And guess what? Darwin's mangoes are starting to arrive in supermarkets with plenty more on the way by the end of the month. In fact, farmers in the top end reckon we're in for a bumper crop, with 2.4 million trays expected to be picked this year. After a super tough year in 2023, when mangoes were really hard to find and the prices shot up, this year's harvest looks much more promising. So get ready for a mango-filled summer with these golden, sweet fruits popping up in the supermarkets and into mouths all across Australia. I've stuck a link to a recipe for one of my favourite summer drinks, Mango Lassi, in the episode notes. You can thank me later.
Pop Culture Corner.
While we're loving our mangoes here in Australia, it seems the USA has found something else to obsess over, our very own Bluey. This week, the numbers are in and it's official. Bluey is the most watched show across the entire USA, clocking in a mind-blowing 35 billion minutes of streaming. Yep, you heard it right. That's 584 million hours of Bluey this year so far. Even the word Dunny's catching on over there. But for all you Bluey fans eagerly awaiting the next dose of fun, the wait is almost over. 7 brand new minisodes will hit ABC iView on October 4, and for everyone else in the world, October 7 on Disney+. What will happen when Dad heads to the tattoo shop? Will Unicorse finally chill out? And can Nana stop Bluey and Bingo's tower from toppling? Only time will tell. And it's just 23 sleeps away. A message for the mums and dads out there. If you're like me and looking down the barrel of the coming school holidays with a mixture of anticipation and dread, specifically around how you're going to keep the kids entertained, look no further than your local bounce venue. The Indoor Action Adventure Playground is the perfect school holiday activity. Get the kids out of the house with some freestyle physical activity they'll have so much fun doing, they won't even realise it's good for them. Watch them challenge their mates in dodgeball or conquer new heights on the cliff jump. It's guaranteed non-stop fun. Check it all out at bounceinc.com.au and use the discount code SquizKids10 when you book online to get 10% off your entry these school holidays. T's and C's in the episode notes. Oh, there it is, finally. The lilting call of seagulls at the beach reminding us that school holidays are almost here. Starting next week, we're in school holiday mode for a fortnight, meaning bumper school holiday quizzes drop on Monday, plus every Tuesday to Friday, the Squiz Kids Daily Brain Teaser. I'll pop a riddle in this podcast feed at 7 a.m, post clues on our socials around midday, then drop the answers into this podcast feed at 2:30 p.m, so you can listen before you finish school for the day, or just to keep your brain cogs turning if you're already on holidays. Subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. In which Disney movie did James Earl Jones play the role of Mufasa, King of the Pride Lands and the father of Simba? Did you say The Lion King? Good work. Question number 2. Name the sport that Border Collie Flocky has been playing in Brazil. That's right, Flocky's been playing foot volley. Question number 3. How many minutes of Bluey have been streamed in the USA so far this year? Oh my goodness, it's a whopping 35 billion minutes.
Shout outs.
It's Wednesday, September 11. Make your bed day. Oh, no, are you already in the car or at school? Did you make your bed today? If you're at home still, get thee to the bedroom and get tucking. And don't forget to fluff those pillows. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Lincoln from Jerilderie, Cade from Ashmont, Ryan from West Albury, James from Thaguna, Fabian from Tregear, Valentino from Beveridge, Ruby from Northmead, Handari from Kyneton, Amos and Elliot from Goodna, and North, listening all the way over there in New York, USA. Belated birthday shoutouts go to Leo from Kyneton, Teddy from Ferny Grove, Ruby from the Gold Coast, and Zara from Zetland. And today's classroom shoutouts go to Class 3 with Ms Matangi at St Clair Public School, Room 12 with Miss Adlam at Shelley Primary School, Class 5-6A with Mr Allen at Fletchington Public School in Orange, Class 4 SJ with Spurner at Mount View Primary School in Glen Waverley, Class 6H with Mr. Hoy at Ivanhoe Girls Grammar, and Class 5W with Mr. Wells at Wirianda Public School. And a special shout out to Spencer and Lockie from Hope Island, who are regular listeners of Squiz Kids, tuning in on their car ride to school. Have a great day, guys. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, just drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.